Hello, this is Ian from Device42, and thank you for joining me today as we learn how to create a report using the Classic Reports option. So first we'll navigate to Reports, Classic Reports. Classic Reports are a good way to create on-the-fly reporting and will usually be limited to one CI object, a list of which you can see when you hover over the Add Report button here. So you can create a classic report on any of the different object types here. For now we'll pick the device option. Once you select an option, each page will start with a lot of filtering objects that you can use to narrow down your reports. But for now, we'll scroll to the bottom and see two of the more common pieces of the classic report section, which are the columns area here. These are the fields that you'll be reporting on that will contain data from each of your objects, and then the sort order, which will allow you to sort your report by name, operating system, hardware, or some other related parameter to whatever object you've chosen. For now, we'll create a device report with a few different values here, including name, serial number, UUID, hardware, and type, as well as IP address. Scrolling the rest of the way to the bottom, we see a couple different options here. We can save this report and run it on an ad hoc basis whenever we need it. We can schedule it to run and be emailed out to a list of addressees. So once we give the report a name here, we can enter a comma separated list of email addresses, and this report will go out on a daily basis at midnight, for example. So then that way every morning you can come into work and have a new report pertaining to whatever object you're interested in your inbox waiting for you. So we've selected a couple columns. I'm going to leave the sorting options here blank for now, and we'll display this on screen. So pretty quickly here we're able to create a report with a couple different columns pertaining to devices in our environment. So we can see the name of any of the devices we've discovered, serial number, UUID if it has one, as well as the hardware model, what type of device, is it physical, is it blade, as well as any associated IP addresses. We can also search within any of these objects for a particular device if we know what we're looking for. So if I want to search for an ESXi host, for example, I can do that and quickly narrow down the results. Now if we go back to our report configuration page, I talked briefly about those filtering options earlier, right? Now, one of the columns we selected was hardware model. We know virtual machines will not have a hardware model, so we can filter for physical type using the different filtering options here, and then remove the type from our columns list. Now if we look at some of these other filtering options here, at the top we see custom fields. You can create any custom fields in Device42 to track additional data. You can use those as filtering options here as well. We can filter by tags, which are user-defined labels that you can add to your objects in Device42. If you want to filter by a certain location, such as a room or building, that's all available here. We filtered by the physical type. If you want to filter by a certain hardware model, maybe all the Dell equipment in your environment, you can quickly and easily do that here as well. So now let's say we want to know let's filter by Microsoft operating system, for example. So we'll do a search for Windows here, choose all. Now maybe we want to know any of the devices that are the type physical running Windows that have been discovered in the past 30 days or first added in the past 30 days, for example. So all these drop down menus here and all these calendar options here, these are all date filters, letting you narrow down the range or width of your search and reporting results. So I'll give this report a name now so that we can save it. Windows devices last 30 days. And then we'll save that. Now if I wanted to save that and schedule it there, we could do that. But for now, we'll show it again on screen. So now we started with a simple device report that had only a few fields in it, to Windows devices that have been discovered in the past 30 days that are of the physical type. And as you can see, that dropped our list down here to just one device. So then now you can have this report generated on a weekly or monthly basis, and then you can know exactly when new devices of a particular type, OS, hardware model, etc. have been discovered. I hope this has been informative and helpful, and if you have any questions regarding classic reports within Device42, please feel free to reach out to support@device42.com. Thank you.